Hello, my friends. Happy Monday. Welcome back to Mindfulness Mondays with me, Jen, the purple and gray haired Nana of the internet from Pause 23. I'm excited to be back with you folks on Monday, and it is a Monday because I just had to double check and make sure it was Monday. So I hope you all had a safe and happy new year and are headed into 2024 with a great attitude and ready for whatever life brings us. So it's 8 days into January. That means for some of you, it's 8 days into new resolutions, into new changes, into the new you. And for some of you, I'm one of these ones who don't necessarily set New Year's resolutions and have never really been a big fan of them. So either way, whatever you do, if you set them or you don't, that is all great. Whatever works for you is what I hope you are all doing. And if you are one of those who sets resolutions and you're finding it hard, or maybe you've already fallen off, that is okay, guys. That is okay, because guess what? Every day, better than that, every minute is a new moment for us to set new resolutions, to make changes, to pivot, to look at what's going on in our lives. And if it's not working, then change it. We don't need to wait for January 1st to do that, okay? So if you have made resolutions and you're following them through, kudos to you, good on you, keep going. Don't hesitate if after a little while you might need to change that. You might need to switch directions. That's okay. All of that is part of being mindful and knowing what your body, mind, and soul actually need. So let's just do a quick little recap on what mindfulness is. So mindfulness is basically being in tune, being in unison, being at one with your body, mind, and soul. Okay, it's taking time each day to sit with your emotions, to feel what's going on, to feel what makes you happy, to feel what makes you sad, and to try to clear your path as best as you can towards those things that bring you joy and peace and happiness, and not towards those that bring you stress and grief and heaviness. Might sound simple, might sound hard. Either way, it's what you make of it. So it's easy to get caught up in the chaos. It's easy to get stuck in the day-to-day routine and feel like we can't do it anymore. Feel like we've got too much weight on our shoulders. Our chest is heavy. Something is just not right. That is where mindfulness comes in. So today I'm going to share with you 4 ways that mindfulness actually helps you live a better life day to day. So again, mindfulness is as simple as just stopping for a minute to take a few breaths and ground yourself, get yourself situated, get yourself back on track as to where you want to be going. Okay. Maybe it's yoga, maybe it's going for a walk, maybe it's a hot bath, maybe it's going for a run, maybe it's just sitting and being still with yourself. There's so many ways that you can be mindful in everyday activities. You can do mindfulness eating. You can do mindfulness walking. Mindfulness eating is simply taking time to realize what you're putting in your mouth. How does it taste? What's the texture like? How many times can you chew it? It's just being aware that something is in your mouth and what it is doing. Okay? Is it something that's nourishing your body? Is it giving you energy? Is it feeding your brain? Is it helping you to be a better person? Or are you simply pausing and inhaling a bag of chips, inhaling something from the fast food place because that's all you got time for? I get it. We all have busy schedules. Sometimes we have no choice but to hop through the drive-thru and grab some foods that probably aren't the best nourishing foods, but they fill the belly. Even with that, being mindful of that. Take note of the taste. Maybe you don't want to, but also take note of how that food makes you feel. Okay, food is huge in determining how our body is going to respond to what we need. Okay, so if you're feeding your body foods that are high in sugar, high in the bad fats, high in just not really, what's the word I'm looking for? Not nourishment. It doesn't have the vitamins. It doesn't have the protein. It doesn't have the essential things that your body needs. Chances are your body is going to be sluggish. You're not going to have energy. You're going to feel ill. You're just not going to have that ability, that energy to make your body grow and go. go and grow. So be mindful of what you're putting into your body. So there's so many different ways to be mindful, and every Monday I come on here and I share a few little tips. So let's jump into why I encourage people to be more aware and be more mindful. So 4 points that mindfulness helps us with in our daily routine. First and foremost, mindfulness helps reduce stress and anxiety. Okay, so it's easy to get caught up in things. It's easy to get stressed out. People are pulling you here, pulling you there, trying to be everywhere. If you don't take a few minutes every day to just sit and stop and pause, take a couple breaths, remind yourself where you are, remind yourself of who the hell you are, sometimes it's hard to carry on with all those things, and the stress builds up and the anxiety builds. So mindfulness helps us to be aware of that, and it helps us to breathe. Breath is amazing for our body, mind, and soul. Our head, our heart, everything needs that good, nourishing breath. So when we take helpful breaths and we breathe and we just slow down, that helps the entire system. Okay, so number 1 is it helps reduce stress and anxiety. Number 2, mindfulness increases focus and concentration, which we all need because we are all busy doing things in our day. We are all running here to there. We have jobs. We are distracted by this. So mindfulness really helps us stay focused on the task at hand. It helps you stay present. It helps you have a better ability to concentrate and to be more productive. So number 2 is it enhances our focus and concentration. Number 3, mindfulness promotes emotional well-being. So we always talk about the physical well-being, but a lot of us haven't really grown up with the thought that it's okay to focus on our emotional well-being. So that means being aware of your thoughts without judgment. Okay, we are so hard on ourselves that we expect ourselves to be perfect. We expect ourselves to be able to do everything. And we get angry at ourselves if we have negative thoughts, if we are faced with a challenging situation and we are already at our wit's end. We are already at the peak of our abilities to handle things. We aren't able to handle challenging situations as much, and that affects our well-being. So by taking minutes in the day, by reminding yourselves what mindfulness is, it allows us to have more emotional well-being so we can handle those challenging situations that we're always going to face. There's always going to be challenging situations, but it's how you treat your body, it's how you treat your mind, and it's how you train yourself and practice the act of mindfulness that will help you get through those challenging situations in a much calmer and much more peaceful way. Number 4, we talked about emotional health. Well, mindfulness also helps with your physical health. Okay, so research has shown that with regular practicing of mindfulness, it can lower our blood pressure, which makes sense because our stress is lower, and when our stress is high, our blood pressure is high. So it's going to lower our blood pressure. It's going to boost the immune system. Our immune system is going to be more on awareness. It's going to be more alert. It's going to be able to respond better because your body is more in balance. Your body is more calm. Your body is more relaxed. And even mindfulness can help with chronic pain. I've been doing a lot of listening to people about chronic pain and how they deal with it, and a lot of it comes back to looking at your emotions, looking at internally what is going on with your body and the chronic pain. So mindfulness is great for physical health. And the last thing I'm going to mention today, because the benefits are never ending, but these are just 5 points I'm going to share with you about mindfulness and how it helps you day to day. So the last point I want to talk about is mindfulness enhances relationships. That's all relationships. Relationships with yourself, relationships at work, with your kids, with your spouse, with people you meet on the street, everything. Every aspect of relationships in your life is going to be enhanced when you start incorporating mindfulness every day. You're going to be more fully present. So whoever you're with is going to fully feel that you are giving them your 100% attention. And that doesn't happen a lot these days. People are distracted by their phones. They've got other things going on, or you're sitting and trying to have a conversation and somebody's flipping through their phone. That's sad, rude. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. But a lot of times people are doing that. And how are you going to build a connection? How are you going to be mindful with this person you're with if you're busy and and your attention is on the phone. It's on something else that's not that person you're with. So mindfulness helps improve communication. It helps you have more empathy. It helps you have more understanding. And it really just builds healthier relationships with those people that you meet in the day. So friends, those are 5 ways that mindfulness is good for you in your daily life. And again, at the beginning, I gave you a few ways to be mindful. But if you want more tips, be sure to follow me here. Check me out on YouTube. Check me out on Spotify. Check me out on Facebook. I'm Jen with Pause23, wishing you a phenomenal day. And I will see you back here on Friday for our Fearless Friday talks. Take care, guys.